English students, this is Miss Newman. We need to focus on the poetry and short story essay next, so I want us to discuss that. The rough draft is going to be due Wednesday, March 16th by midnight in discussion so that you can do peer review, and that'll be worth a daily grade and attendance assignment grade. The final draft will be due Wednesday, March 30th by midnight in content, and that'll also be counted as a daily grade attendance assignment. This essay is going to be worth 20% of your final grade, so nowhere near as much as that research paper that we just finished. It's more a normal essay amount. The length of the essay should be at least 800 words, and that does count the works cited page, or any quotes that you include from the literature. The formatting is very similar to the research paper in that it's 12-point Times New Roman font, double space with MLA heading and style. And just a reminder, the Siegel textbook has a really good MLA formatting example on page 192. You will have to have a works cited page with the literary works cited. And so whatever poem or short story you focus on needs to have a citation on that works cited page. So if you focus on 3 poems, you'll have 3 citations. You do not need to have any outside sources for this paper, and I'll explain why. To be honest, if I do allow outside sources, I'm going to get the exact same interpretations over and over again. I don't want to know what SparkNotes or Schmoop or some online website says about these works. I want to know what you thought about them. What's your interpretation? What's your analysis? I want to hear your own original, unique ideas on this essay instead of some website that you've pulled up very quickly about the work. So if you do have any questions, please let me know. But notice there is a second page on this handout that has the citations done for you. So if you pull up that Word document, you can literally copy and paste the citations that you are using the literature for. So of course, only cite the sources that you're writing about. Don't include all of these citations, but I have all of the citations done for you that have come from the Norton textbook. So that was just a nice little gift from me. The topic ideas, these are just ideas to give you a starting off point, but if you don't like any of these topic ideas, or if you have your own original idea, please just let me know and I'll either approve or guide you towards a different topic. You could compare and contrast 2 characters. You could focus on imagery or themes. You could focus on love. Of course, a lot of the poems focus on love. You could analyze how the author's message is or is not relevant today. Did the author have a message in there that's archaic and really more for the time period, or is the message still relevant for the modern reader? You could also focus on how the conclusion is foreshadowed, especially in the birthmark. There was a lot of foreshadowing, and foreshadowing is just hinting at what is going to happen at the very end of the story. There's a lot of dialogue and descriptions in the birthmark that show what's going to happen to Georgiana. So that's one of the main ones I think of when I think of foreshadowing. You could focus on settings or symbolism. Symbolism is an item that represents an idea. So for instance, a rose is symbolic of love, typically. A skull is symbolic of death. And there are some symbolic descriptions in these poems. One of the main ones I think of is Because I Could Not Stop for Death. There's a lot of symbols within it. Also, the sonnets, Shakespearean sonnets, have some symbolism as well. Death in the afterlife is a major theme that occurs over and over again in our literature. So you could focus on how death in the afterlife is represented in 3 works if you wanted to, because remember, this is a 5-paragraph essay. So if you do that introduction, focus on 3 pieces of literature and that theme within them, and then the conclusion, that's a very easy way to organize an essay like this. And then I've listed the literature that we've covered over the last couple of weeks with the page numbers from the Norton textbook. So that's a good guide on finding those again. There is a final draft late submission rule, as always, of course, but just submit it on time and you won't have to worry about that. All of your final drafts are going to be graded using the same grading rubric that I used for that research paper, and will also be scanned with anti-plagiarism software to make sure that this work is your work. So do not be tempted to find an essay online about this literature and use it, because I will know. Just make sure you write your own original ideas and you will be good to go. And then I've also got an area for brainstorming and outlining. It's not required, but some students like to write their ideas at the bottom of the topic sheet. I know some of you guys might not have written about literature before, and if you're not sure how to quote from a poem or how to find something in the short story, please let me know. I'm always happy to help, especially students that are a little nervous about writing or have not written literary analysis. Also, don't forget we have a fantastic writing center with tutors that are happy to assist you in any part of the writing process. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye.